Hello, sir.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening. Just with a little peek from the outside, your house looks like a holiday home. Would you mind giving us a house tour?
Certainly. It'll be my pleasure.
I'm excited. Let's go. So as we step in, your house screams greenery. Can you tell me what was your vision behind building this house? What was on your mind,
Sure.
sir?
It all started with a dream that I had in early 2000s, around 2005, 6 or something like that, where my dream said you have to build some place for natural medicines and medicinal plantation. That's a dream. So my wife and I started scouting these places. Nearly 2 years we searched around, looked at a lot of places, and that's when we landed up on this place.
It's fruitful.
So when we landed on this place, it was initially a kind of a ragi farm. Only ragi, there's no trees, nothing in here. So some trees, we planted this tree specifically that you see here. We said we're going to place it from our son, because one of them said that we need this Naga Pushpam. This is specifically placed for Chinmai. So that's how it started. A lot of trees started coming up. The original vision for the house was a simple place. We thought, let's help some cows rear here. Let's rear some cows. That's how we started. But later it got refined. We looked at some Kerala style houses and said, how can we bring in more? We didn't want something which is a concrete jungle, something which is very, very natural. So that's how this house was planned. So we'll go inside and check inside the house and see. It's a simple house. It's a small living room. We have 2 bedrooms, and we have an entertainment room. A lot of it got evolved as initially it's like a family house. That's what we wanted. It's a getaway place from Bangalore. We didn't have at that point in time, letting it out for people. That evolved as we experienced the house more. We'll talk about it.
Perfect.
So that's how it started. Hopefully it answers your question.
Can't wait to see it.
Sure.
Let's go, sir.
So this was a open veranda that we started off with. We said this can be a good place for get-togethers and things like that. At that point in time, when we look at the other house, we'll see that it is an enclosed place, but it's also open like this. So open veranda, that's how the concept was for both the main house and the living place next to it. The one integral part of the house, a typical rural house, has this jula in the front, right? It's especially before we had all these trees growing up. You sit here and watch down the valley. The valley was fully visible. There was no trees at that point in time.
Right.
So that was a beauty that we were enchanted with. But later, a lot of trees came up. They had their own beauty also, right? It's not that, but we can see the vision of the valley down. That's how it was. Then the main house, if you look at it, it's a very simple house. We have a living room. JCABs helped me redesign the place. That was the best thing that JCAB contributed to this place.
The guests who are welcomed here, you just want them to lay back and enjoy their weekend and holiday and not worry about cooking here.
So we have the caretaker who takes care of the cooking, maintains this place. That's about the dining room. So the bedroom is supposed to be quiet place. JCABs has added a lot of flavor and color to this place. This is not as classy as it looks when I started it, but the structure is the same. But JCAB came with a lot of ideas, which I'm very proud about what they did. Very simple twin bedroom.
Yes, good job done.
The attached bath that we have here. Typically, we took the thing from 3-star hotels in terms of what the comfort should be in a bedroom. So that's how we designed the structure. JCAB, it came with a lot of ideas.
Right. When I walk into it, it definitely is giving me a vibe of home away from home.
Correct.
Which is serving the purpose, I feel.
Exactly. That's what I didn't want it to be a hotel kind of a place.
Correct.
It should be a home away from home, because we created it as a home. Then only it get transformed into a place for others. So I would call it a home for others. If they can enjoy a home here, I'd be very happy, rather than giving me credit for a 3-star place or a 5-star place, which was never the intention, right?
Correct. Then the purpose is served.
Correct.
Yes.
So that's about the bedroom.
So, as you just mentioned some time before, the villa has evolved over time, right? I can say that right now it has become completely a holiday home. We are trying to create an entertainment zone and a fulfillment to the guest that chooses this property. So tell me, what made you want to add a jacuzzi and a pool to this, which I'm very excited about right now.
Yeah, so originally my thinking was very rural, right? I wanted to create, I don't know whether you've gone to some farm places where they pump water from the motor and the water gushes out and you have a place to bathe, right?
Correct.
That's the kind of experience I wanted to create. Right. But, more I work with JCABs, I realized this has to be more sophisticated, right? So we want to cater to the population from Bangalore. It's just not a rural population that we're catering to. So that is the basis behind the jacuzzi in the swimming pool, right?
Correct.
So we started asking the question, okay, people come here, what will they do, right? One is you sit inside the house, sip a cup of tea. Is that what people want to do? There's a lot of activities we organize. You can put a cycle, people can go cycling and things like that. But it has to be a contained kind of an entertainment, right? You don't want people to step out. People come here to really isolate themselves.
Correct.
So it's not what are the facilities we can create. So we together came with the idea that it would be good to have a jacuzzi. We started off with a jacuzzi. Then we worked with it for a year. Then we realized, okay, swimming pool should be another addition, right? That was conceived one and a half years back. So we started putting the swimming pool together. So between the jacuzzi and the swimming pool, we have a good water experience for people.
So even when we say being a concrete jungle person, when I say I want to get out of the rush of the city and want to isolate myself, I would still in the back of my head would want a little luxury of a jacuzzi or relax in the pool, which I think you've found the right answer to.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that.
Very
I
well.
think adding the pool, I think, is a very right thing to do. I feel people are liking it more and better now.
Absolutely.
Especially the kind of youngsters crowd that come here. I think it makes a lot of sense to have this kind of an environment.
Yes, for a gang of friends, this is a perfect setup to spend time and
Correct.
rebond and
Correct.
rekindle the friendship. Amazing job. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Thank you for spending this time with us. I had the best time. If I ever get to build a house, this is how it will be, and Jade Cabs will be the ones that will help me with it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wish you the best. You're going to do it shortly.
Touch
Let
wood.
God be very kind.
Yes.